First question goes to Wendy. Have you ever been attracted to a woman? Wendy said yes. Tia said, I wish you'd ask me that question because I've always had this crazy crush on Rachel Maddow. I was like, wait, what?
Interesting choice. There are numerous women out there that I find very attractive. Rachel Maddow has never come to mind, though.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode number 5, Sunshine and Sexts.
That's good.
Okay.
Because they went to Sunshine's, and Stacey had a failed sext attempt with her ex-husband / boyfriend.
Yeah, right?
It should have been Sunshine and failed sext, but all right.
Yeah. And we pick up where we left off with Ashley asking Stacey about Chris Samuels. And Stacey first says, like, who told you that? And Ashley said, well, my friend, who's also a publicist, Tatiana, told me that you reached out to her.
So I'm going to bet my bottom dollar that Ashley is talking to some content creators. We got Tamara doing it. We got Teresa doing it. I'm going to say Ashley's doing it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. Stacey says, I adore Chris Samuels. He's a great man, a great father. We are friends. And then Ashley said, well, how did that friendship come to be? And she said, well, both of us have, gone through a divorce and, we have friends in common. And then Angel jumps in and says, well, that Bobby and her know Chris Samuels because Bobby was a mentor to Chris. So when Chris was being recruited by Alabama, Bobby was already there. And I guess he kind of like gave him some advice or whatever and has stayed in touch with him. So I thought to myself, like, what is going on? I mean, we know that. And then she does, she says, well, I'm married, I'm back with my ex-husband, which I don't know. I mean, I don't think anything went anywhere with Chris Samuels, but Ashley was saying that Chris Samuels is the one that's putting this out there. It's not like this is just...
That Stacey reached out to him?
Yes.
I thought she heard it from Tatiana.
Well, she said she heard it from Tatiana, but then she also said that, Chris Samuels is putting it out there too.
Does anybody care? Does anybody care if Stacey is hitting up Chris Samuels? I mean, Monique's going to care, obviously, but...
I mean, I honestly don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
It's just Ashley because Stacey was calling out Giselle about dating that NFL player. So Ashley had to jump to her defense and throw out the Chris Samuels because she got that information from Cookie.
Right.
Right.
But I love when Wendy called Ashley Captain Save-A-Ho because Jizzy was in the hot seat.
Yep. I mean, listen, Jizzy calls herself Captain Save-A-Ho.
Absolutely. And Stacey is so unbothered by all of this. Mm-hmm. That's the best part of Jizzy and Ashley even coming for Stacey for anything. She's so unbothered. It's so good.
It is good. And that's one of the things that Andy said on Call Her Daddy, that Stacey was his, like, the best newest edition housewife.
Wow. I'm in the middle of listening to that. I didn't get to that part yet.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement.
I thought so too. So too.
I agree though, because she doesn't let them, even like later on when she does, text her husband and Ashley runs right up to Giselle to tell her and Stacey walks out. She's like, stop talking about me. Like, she's so unbothered by them. I think
she really is. She really is.
I think it's great.
I think she's got a good personality to deal with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because she's another one. Like, we've never seen her, like, act crazy.
Not at all.
Or lose it.
No.
Nothing. She's very even keel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So the ladies have cake for Wendy, and they're going to sing happy birthday. But before that happens, Kiarna says that she's tired and she's going to say goodnight. So she dips out. So they sing happy birthday, and then Ashley says, let's play a game.
Always ends well.
So they're playing tell the truth or drink tequila. First question goes to Wendy. Have you ever been attracted to a woman? Wendy said yes. Tia said, I wish you'd asked me that question because I've always had this crazy crush on Rachel Maddow. I was like, wait, what?
Interesting choice.
Where did that come from?
There are numerous women out there that I find very attractive. Rachel Maddow has never come to mind, though. I mean,
That's
she
interesting.
is an attractive woman. She is, and she's very put together. But of all the women out there, that's where you're going, huh?
I wonder how Rachel Maddow feels that she is now.
Did you
part
watch?
of-
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did see on Watch What Happens Live. Andy's like, "Have you heard from Rachel Maddow?" And Tia's like, "No, but I hope I do." That is an interesting choice.
Next, Ashley asks Jassy, do you wholeheartedly believe that there were no infractions happening? Jassy said, you mean with Darius? And she's like, yeah. She's like, well, what? Well, there were in the past, absolutely. But now she feels like things are good. So Wendy goes next and she asked Angel, if you could kill anyone in this group, who would you kill?
Weird question.
I mean, Angel, listen, I think that's a weird question too. Like, why do we go there?
Yeah, I think that's like very odd
But she said, listen, in this moment, Giselle.
and good for her.
And Giselle said, my ass is dead. And she said, yeah, you're dead. I was so nice to you. And then you called my ass a catfish. So good for her.
Good for her is right.
I like how Angel stood up for herself. I do. I like that she's not going to take their crap.
I totally agree with you because honestly, as messy as Giselle can be, she was fat shaming her. I don't care who. I'm sorry. You were speaking on her physical appearance, and that's so fucked up to do to a woman. That's
Absolutely.
gonna get, you know what I like. She just had a
Yeah.
baby. That's what you were doing. That's what you were doing. That's what Tamara was doing by showing the picture of Jen. Like, this is what these women are doing, and nobody's calling them out on it. So yeah, thank God Angel stuck up for herself because nobody else was calling her out on it.
Yeah. And then Wendy in her confessional said, it's funny how when Kiarna left, Angel seemed to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. I mean, I don't listen, I don't know that she rose from the ashes like a phoenix. I do think that without Kiarna there, she was able to stand on her own,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
I think if Kiarna was there, I think she would have still said that. I think it would just have been messier because I
Right.
think Kiarna would have jumped in. Like
Right.
Ashley jumps in to save Giselle. I think, she would have had her back. So then we have day 2 and Kiarna and Angel are talking about Giselle, shading Angel, and Giselle walks in the midst of it. And Kiarna says, like, we were just talking about you. And Giselle's like, all right. So let's talk about it. And Kiarna's like, I'm gonna go to the, I'll meet you at the pool because she wanted Angel to do it herself, which I don't blame her,
Yeah, no, I thought that was a good move on Kiarna's part.
Yeah. And then Angels is actually crying. And she said to, Giselle, I looked at you as a big sister, and then with these girls, I didn't expect them to be like this, especially you as a mom. I didn't expect you to be coming at me. She said, I didn't realize, she said, I was a red carpet host and part of my currency is my appearance. And I felt like you did that to be mean. And she did. She's 100% right.
Absolutely.
100% right.
Absolutely. Giselle said, I didn't want to hurt you. What did you think
Right.
was going to happen?
Right.
Did you think she was going to walk away from that conversation feeling good about herself?
I know. And that's really what I don't like about Giselle. She does apologize and I didn't mean to hurt you. And I remember being in your shoes. Well, if you remember being in her shoes, then why would you do it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. She doesn't explain herself well at all. She does wind up apologizing, but she doesn't explain herself well at all.
Yeah. I mean, she sidesteps it. What she says is, I was asking the question because you're a beautiful woman and I wasn't seeing you, the beautiful woman I'm looking at on social media. Wait, what?
Yeah, so you're saying she look what you're saying when you say you were catfished, when somebody's catfished, they put a
Right.
picture up of a very attractive person, and then when you meet them in person, they don't look like that very attractive person. That's what
Right.
catfish meant.
Right.
So that's what you're insinuating, that she's not as attractive as she was in those pictures she posted on social media. I mean, whether people think that that's mean or not, that's what she did. She's not acknowledging that.
No, she's not.
I really hope Andy brings this up at the reunion, and I really hope he holds her accountable, because she's another one that Andy doesn't hold accountable.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He'll move
No.
on.
He'll move on. Yep.
Right. She'll
Her,
say, I
Kyle,
apologized.
Teresa, Tamara, they never
Right.
have to explain anything.
I mean, Giselle said, I apologize. You're looking at me sideways like F you, ho. I get it, but I am sorry. Angel said, thanks for apologizing. I'm glad that you came here and apologized. And Giselle said, well, can I give you a hug? And she's like, no, I'm okay right now. And she still tried to hug her, even though she said no. And again, Angel said no. Like,
I mean, she did hug her the night before, though. So
I
that
know,
was a
but
little
but it,
confusing, but, whatever. Just a hug.
I think it goes back to, the night before, she was in the midst of it all and she was
Yeah.
there on her own,
Plus, she
right?
had been
And
drinking.
then you sleep. Right. And exactly. You're drinking. And then you sleep on it a little bit and you wake up the next morning and you're like, wait a second. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel a certain way about this.
Right. I don't want to just toss it to the side and
Right.
move on.
And you're entitled to that. Like, you're entitled to feel that way and you're entitled to change your reaction. You are.
Right. And Giselle says she wasn't body shaming her, but she was. She was body shaming her.
100%.
I don't care
was.
if you were just talking about her face. And I don't personally think you were just talking about her face. But you know what? She's got a hot ass husband. And he doesn't seem to mind how she looks at all. So God bless.
And that's what she
Angel.
said in her confessional. She said the exact same thing.
And
That's
she
right.
has a husband.
Yeah, exactly. And she has a husband. So then the ladies are out by the pool and Ashley says that she wants to talk to Kiarna. So the two of them go off, just the two of them, to talk.
Did you understand that, though? Did you think that there was any reason for Ashley to pull Kiarna aside? Like,
I
is
didn't
Ashley just
understand
trying
it.
to have every moment?
I think that that's what it was about because, what was she upset with her? She was upset with her about
Nothing.
Angel?
There's nothing here between you and Kiarna. So why do you have to pull her aside for a separate conversation?
Yeah, I didn't understand
Ashley's
it
another
either.
one, not showing us a damn thing of her own life. Just
Yeah.
messing with these women.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's so true.
Which, I
So
mean,
true.
obviously, that's what Robin used to do with Giselle, because we certainly weren't seeing her real life, because we would have been seeing Juan swinging his dick around everywhere.
Well, I don't know if we could actually have seen that, but now that you put that picture in my head, thank you.
It's a real visual. It's a real visual. Yeah, I didn't understand Ashley pulling Kay aside, because I don't. If Wendy pulled Kay aside, I could see it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I
Jassy.
could too.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really think we got any resolution on that, but the ladies are going to go to the Alexander Hamilton house today. They're going to tour that. I guess Giselle set that up. Did not know that Alexander Hamilton was born in Nevis.
No,
Did you know
me
that?
neither. No.
I had no idea. You know what? And it's so funny because I've seen Hamilton on on Disney Plus. I didn't actually see the play. I guess they don't mention it.
They don't mention that?
I don't recall it.
I feel like a play about a famous person should include where they were born.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it should too. I'm gonna have to
Is there
ask
a
my
book?
Broadway specialist. I'm gonna have to ask my
Yes.
Broadway specialist.
Yes.
I'll have to ask Maddie
Yes.
and see what
Yeah.
he has to say.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting they got to tour that. Again, I really didn't know a lot. I should have known this, that he was the founder of the financial system in the United States. I mean,
I didn't know that either.
I feel like we should know these things. This is our damn history.
I
But
know.
again, we haven't had history in a very long time. We're old women.
And I did not pay attention in school, admittedly.
And that he was 14 when his mother had died of a fever. Again, yeah. And the big horrible storm had just destroyed their island there, and so he wrote this letter that was so well written that they put it in the newspaper, and then they used that letter to raise money to send him over to the United States.
Yeah.
And now he's a founding father. Who would have known?
And now kids are doing crazy things to get famous on YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
This is where we're at, people.
Or TikTok. Yes,
Or TikTok.
exactly.
Right.
Right.
Nobody's writing out thoughtful, well written
Well,
articles.
no, because they don't have to. We have ChatGPT. Nobody needs to
Exactly.
write anything ever again.
Exactly.
It's so
My
silly.
God.
Angel says to Jassy that I'm not an OG wag because Bobby played for 10 years. I'm an OG wag because I got to know all the other ladies that came before me. I thought it was important that she kind of clarified that
Well,
because
yeah.
it came across as though she was putting herself up here. And I don't think that, you know, that necessarily was the case. You think it was?
Yeah, and especially because in her confessional when she laughed when the guy asked if she considered
Well,
Chastity a wag of a bench warmer, she didn't have a
yeah,
good look. So her clarifying that, I mean, it's a little bit of damage control and it's a little bit too
yeah.
late, but whatever.
But, Jazzy doesn't even acknowledge that. She said, "Well, the energy that you gave last night was bubbly, and then when Kiarna came around this morning, the energy you gave was different." And again, I think it's because the energy she gave the night before was when they were drinking and having a good time, and like I said, she slept on it, and she felt a different way about it. I don't really think that Kiarna was the factor that changed it.
Well, I mean, Angel says I wasn't bubbly, I was annoyed. She did not seem annoyed. I mean,
She did not seem annoyed.
maybe briefly, but then she bounced right back.
Yes.
And she was having a good time. And then they do show her go back to the room and she's sitting on the couch with Kay. And, it does get a little somber, but you're right. You can't put that on Kiarna. Like Angel's, she's a grown woman. So,
Right. So then I guess they're done with their tour and they go back to where they're staying. And Wendy said, I would like to welcome you to the CGC, which stands for the Curly Girl Collective. Okay, never heard of that before. So the Curly Girl Collective is Wendy, Stacey, and Jassy because they are all staying at that same villa and they all have curly hair. Okay. And then Ashley has named her place that she's staying with Giselle. It is the Pussy Pink Palace. Like, wait,
right.
what? What are
Well,
these women doing?
she has to, reference some kind of sex thing because that's just who Ashley is. She's.
Ashley and Giselle then are continuing to tell Stacey that she's lying about Chris Samuels because they're not going to let that go.
Which is so ridiculous. Because nobody cares, and she already said she's back with her ex-husband. Whether that's true or not, we don't know, but that's what she's saying, and that's what's like, that's what she's showing, at least.
Right.
At least
Right.
she's showing something. Those two aren't.
Right. Giselle's admitting that realizes that she really needs to find a man that she can be serious with, that she feels comfortable with, that I guess since her father has passed, I guess he told her, you know, that she needs to find someone that will take care of her, that she, like he said, like, that she can be
Yeah.
comfortable with.
Yeah.
Because she's not, I mean, her ex-husband was a player and the men that she's been with since then, I don't really think any of them she's been serious with.
What happened with Sherman, though? They really did seem, because he was on the show a couple of times. They seemed happy. I wonder what happened with Sherman.
Yeah.
Probably never know. But Wendy putting her foot down and staying on the show on conversation, like
Yeah.
that's what we needed. But Ashley saying what Giselle divulged today is a lot.
Mhm.
She answered like 3 questions. That's a lot?
Well
Maybe
well,
she
she
shouldn't
answered
be on the show.
well, that is true. She answered that she does feel comfortable with Sean. She didn't answer whether or not she's had sex with him. But then Wendy said, "I'm gonna ask you one more question, and then I'll know. Has he met your daughters?" And she said, "I'm not answering that." But then in her confessional, she said, "Well, he's only met Grace, and Grace thinks that he's age appropriate, that he's checking the boxes." And just the fact that she said that she feels comfortable with him, that's really all she divulged.
Right. See, here's the thing, because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, because I said, like, Jenna Lyons, when she didn't share her fiance on New York, I thought that was okay. And maybe this goes for Giselle too, but I always felt that it was okay for Jenna because she kind of came on the show with that mentality. Like, that's just a part of my life I'm not going to show. However, she showed us her work. She showed us her son. She showed us other parts of her life. Giselle and Ashley are literally not showing us anything. Ashley, maybe a little bit, you get glimpses of the kids here and there, but they're not showing us any part of their lives.
No.
They're
They're really
literally
not.
just on the show to be messy and fuck with these other women.
It's true. It's really
Yeah,
true.
it's like, I don't understand Bravo. Like, I don't care if they've been on the show since the first season. They're not doing it. They're not doing their job. So get rid of them. Get more interesting women on the show.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Like a broken record, people. Call me out on it. It's
Mm.
fine.
Giselle asked Tia if her and her husband traveled together a lot, and she said no, they do not. Wendy asked Tia how her and her husband met. Okay, that's a good question. I think,
Yeah, yeah.
these are good questions. She said she went to buy a leather jacket, and then she heard this American voice say, "That looks good on you." Okay. Then Wendy asked, if it was a big deal that she was marrying someone that was not Nigerian. Another good question.
Very good question.
And Tia said, "Well, yes, but, like, I don't think she realized it. Like, I don't think she realized how it was gonna affect her until after it was done already,"
Yeah,
because Wendy said, "In their culture, it's a big deal."
yeah.
But I
I
think
thought of
that
Jennifer
maybe
Aiden. I mean, Wendy also, but I thought of Jennifer Aiden
yeah,
too, like, because there's a lot of similarities, like, not that there's necessarily arranged marriages, but you know what the expectations are. I'm sure there are certain communities in different areas of America where you will find other families of that
see, the
ethnicity and
thing
origin.
I think what's different about Tia is the fact that although she was born in Nigeria, she was raised in London.
Right.
So, although she's got that Nigerian culture, she's also got the London
Yeah.
culture where
Yeah.
there wouldn't be a lot of Nigerians around her
Yeah. Right.
do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's I just
Yeah. I thought it was interesting when she was talking about how her kids speak, and then they showed her daughter going, "Bruh," because all of our kids
yeah,
do that,
yeah,
and that wouldn't really be acceptable in London or Nigeria.
right, and even like she said, she thought just because she's like, "I was naive, I thought, just because we're both black, we didn't have cultural differences," but they totally did because he was born in, like, the South Side
Chica
of Chicago,
Yeah.
right? And she was raised in London, like, with a driver and,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're totally different, totally
Yeah.
different. And I do think that is a little naive on her part, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure she met his family before they got married, right? But,
Yeah.
I mean, he seems
Yeah.
like a very nice guy, though, her husband. He seems, like, very respectful, very nice,
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
I think when she talks about her kids, I mean, that could be any one of our kids in America. Listen, I'm not strict. I should have been way more strict with my kids. You know, let too much go, but well, not, whatever. I think kids in America are definitely more lax. Some, not all.
I think the majority are. I think you're right. I think it's just more relaxed. It's
Yeah.
different than when we were raised. You would never ever call an adult by their first name,
No,
ever.
no, no.
And, when my kids told me that, like, they would refer to their teachers by their first name in school, in public school. They didn't do it when they were in Catholic school,
Right.
but in public school, it just kind of blew my mind. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
That's just we weren't raised that way. And it's not like I mean, I raised my kids to respect adults. I mean, we have a neighbor, well, we had a neighbor who moved away, but she would make sure that our children called her Miss her last name. They were not allowed to address her by her first name. And, I don't know.
And she
It
would
is what
correct
it
them.
is. She sure would. She sure would. Yep.
I call her that when I see her.
Do you?
Mrs.
That's
So
so
and so.
funny.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
To make sure your kids do it, that's why you gotta do it. So the ladies then they all get back on the party bus. They have to have a stripper pole on the party bus. Okay.
Sure.
They're toasting to Big T Energy.
Oh, I thought it was big dick energy.
I thought they kept saying T. Did they say dick?
I thought they did, but maybe
Or
maybe I just had that in my head and that's what I heard.
maybe they were saying Big D Energy?
Maybe. That's what
Alright,
I
well,
thought
they
it
were
was.
toasting to some kind of big energy, whatever. They kinda lost me when they were on the stripper pole on the bus. Like, I just
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
just
these are grown women. Do we really need to be on a stripper pole? That's just me. Wendy says she's not feeling well when she's on the bus. She lets us know that I guess there was something going around her house before she even left for this little vacation.
yeah.
I thought it was also a little odd that, Angel's husband gave her $5,000 to go shopping, right?
It
And
wasn't
they
odd
went
that he gave it to her. It was odd that she made that announcement on the bus. Like,
yeah,
okay, like, why don't you just take the 5,000 and just go shopping? You had to announce
yeah.
that?
I thought that was weird, and the fact that they were going to, like, an artisan's village, and like Wendy said, when they got there, it was kinda like a flea it literally was kinda like a flea market. Like, where
She's
are
gonna
you
get a lot.
spending
She probably could have bought one of those huts, $5,000,
she wouldn't
and
be able to
started
take it
running
home.
it herself.
And how did it come up that Stacey said, "I wonder what would happen if I texted Timo sex?" Like, how did that
Know
even
what
come
they were
up?
talking about before that.
I don't remember either.
I don't know. I'm sure Ashley had something to do with it.
Yeah, so she did. She texted him, and he responded she texted him sex, and he responded with who, and then she texted him back a picture with me, and he texted back, "I think you have the wrong number."
I mean, she said he has a different sense of humor, but I don't know. Like, I think that there are a lot of funny guys out there, but if their current partner sent them that text, I feel like they'd be like, "All right, like, call me later."
But he knows she's in Nevis, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He knows she's
Yeah.
away in Nevis. It's like,
I know she could call him later, I don't know. It was a
uh,
little odd, but she said he has a
it
weird personality and he's German.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
yeah.
So then the ladies are all going to learn how to play the steel drum, but in the meantime, Wendy's gonna go back to the bus and lay down because she's not feeling well. But Wendy realizes that they're learning to do the steel drum, and she gets up off the bus to go hit the steel drum for a little bit.
I mean, if you
Okay.
thought were getting the flu, would you wanna go near a drum?
No, no, and touch something that all the no, 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 I would not.
Just the noise alone. Like, I would have stayed on the bus, Wendy, but, maybe she had a little bit of FOMO.
Yeah, maybe.
She's a trooper.
Yep. So then they all get back to the place, and Wendy's laying down. They bring a little water and Gatorade. They're going out to dinner at the Sunshine Cafe. So that's where the Sunshine and Mr. Sunshine is the owner of the cafe.
Yeah.
Talk about a coincidence.
Yeah. And he brings them a killer bee shot. We gotta look that up because they were
We
drinking
do
them
have
the
to.
other night, right?
Yes, yes.
Killer bee shot. Did you see Kiarna when she took the shot?
No, why? Does
At
she make a
one
weird
point,
face?
yeah, like, she looked like she was gonna like, she looked like she got real woozy. Yeah, at some point, I think it was when she took the shot, she was like she had a look on her face like she thought she was gonna pass out. But nobody said anything and she didn't say anything, but it was on camera.
So what happens next?
Well, Angel asked if she was gonna be on the menu again.
Yes, yes, she did.
And Giselle decides to tell Kiarna that even though Wendy's not here, I'm going to speak for her. And she was offended that you didn't stay for her birthday.
I don't
Was
think
Wendy
so.
offended that Kiarna didn't stay for her birthday?
No, I don't think Wendy gives a shit. I don't think she gives a shit.
I mean, even if she said it, like, again, who cares? Like, that's what you're going to try to bring up to start something?
Right,
Come
right.
on, Giselle, you could do better than that.
So yeah, Kiarna then said, "I get that Wendy is hurt, and thank you for telling me that she's hurt, but I didn't know." Okay, so and then I guess Tia was on Watch What Happens Live, but I didn't watch it, and so was Karamo. Did you watch it or no?
I watched it a little bit, but, before that, did you see so Jassy asks Kiarna if she's jealous of her. And okay, so this is what I wanted to ask you. So Jassy asks Kay if she's jealous, right? And Kay says Jassy called her a snake. Jacqueline told her. Who is Jacqueline? Who is
Oh,
Jacqueline on Potomac?
Mia's friend. Mia's friend.
Mia's friend Jacqueline.
Mhm.
Thank you. I'm like, who the fuck is Jacqueline? Okay.
I didn't write that down. I missed that whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
Jacqueline told Jassy that Kiarna was a snake or vice versa?
Kay said that Jacqueline told her that Jassy called her a snake, that Jassy called Kay a snake.
Okay.
I forgot who the hell Jassy was.
Jacqueline was Mia's friend.
Right. So I watched a little bit of Tia and Karamo. I'm not a big Karamo fan though.
You've said that before. Did he do something? Or you just
I guess he was on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy?
Yeah,
Okay, and that came
yeah.
back. But between the original and the reboot, I believe he was on the E! channel, and there was a host I forget her name, I always forget her name, but she was on the E! channel probably since the inception of it, Kat Sadler,
Okay.
and they were doing a show together, and he was so incredibly rude to her, and then she was off the show, and he got the show. And after that, I just had a bad taste in my mouth about him.
Alright, I get that.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of his, but I do really like Tia. I think she's a good addition.
I do too. I'm looking up what's in a Killer Bee drink. Okay, so a Killer Bee can be a Caribbean rum punch or a smoky mezcal cocktail, depending on the recipe. The rum versions typically include gold rum, passion fruit juice, orange juice, lime juice, honey, and black pepper. Wow. While the mezcal version is a simple mix of mezcal, lemon juice, and honey syrup. Both are sweet and fruity, but the rum version often has a spicy kick from the black pepper, and the mezcal's version has a smoky depth.
I
Okay.
think they both sound delicious. I don't really like rum, so I would probably go with the mezcal.
And I actually do like rum. I don't know about the pepper though.
Yeah,
The black
I think I
pepper.
would like that.
You do, huh?
But I like it in a Bloody Mary, but yeah, I don't know if I would like it in a sweet drink.
And maybe that's why she was making that face. Maybe it
Yeah,
was that black pepper, like,
and I think she
because
made
if
a
you don't
comment
expect
like
it,
right. I think she made a comment like, "Oh, I don't I can't have another one of those," or something like that. I think it had something to do with the shot.
yeah, yeah. All right,
Mm,
so now we've learned about that.
yeah.
I don't have anything else for Potomac, do you?
No,
Okay.
no. Anything else in the Bravo universe?
Any
Well,
other
before we
Bravo
came
news?
on, we were talking about you had seen a blind item that Teresa and Joe and Melissa actually did have their sit down yesterday, we think.
Yes, I did see Blind Item and that cameras were not there. So we'll have to wait and see if it really did happen or what the results are if we do find out. I mean, I would imagine that Joe cannot keep his mouth shut, so Joe will spill the beans, whether he's supposed to or not. Joe
Yeah,
will spill the beans.
I hope they're not like waiting to see what the outcome is before they make decisions about the show. But, I have very strong feelings and don't want Teresa back, obviously. So I would like the cast to stay the same without Teresa and Jennifer Aiden and just see what happens.
And without Jackie Goldschneider.
God, definitely without Jackie Goldschneider. Bring back Jen
Yeah.
Fessler, Rachel, Danielle, Melissa, Margaret. Just let them have fun for crying out loud.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. It's another couple weeks. It's only less than 2 weeks away, right? Is BravoCon?
Yeah. Oh my God. We're in November already. Wow.
I know, it's we're gonna blink and it's gonna be Thanksgiving.
It's definitely going to be Thanksgiving in a blink.
I'm already stressing about it because 'cause we're hosting it again. So my mother said to me the other day, she's like, "What's your favorite holiday?" Because she was putting away all her Halloween stuff. I was like, "You know what? I don't even know." I'll be honest with you, my favorite holiday used to be Thanksgiving. That was always my
Yeah.
favorite holiday until we started hosting it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't like being a hostess. I just don't like it. I
It's
don't
very
like it. I'm not
stressful.
good at it. It's too much work. I don't care. I don't care about the food. I'm not a good hostess. I'm not a good hostess. My husband, on the other hand, is a very good host. He wants to feed everybody everything,
Yes.
but then he
Yes.
wants me to be his assistant and to be there, and I don't like to be an assistant. I just don't. I don't like doing it. I don't like getting him the stuff he needs. I don't like cleaning. I don't like
It's just a lot of work. It's just a lot of
it's a
work.
lot of work.
And especially Thanksgiving. Like, I don't host Thanksgiving because I feel like it should be a sit down dinner and I just don't have the room for everybody to sit down. I mean, obviously, if I move my living room furniture, I could put a table in there. But, Easter to me is just so much better because we set everything up outside.
Yeah. I mean, we have the room to do a sit-down dinner. I mean, we do a
Yeah.
buffet, but it's still there's, plenty of places for everyone to sit down at the
Right.
table. And,
Right.
we have a dining room table, we have the kitchen table, and we can get everyone in there. But I don't I
It's just a lot of work. And I have
it's a
that
lot of
sickness
work.
where I never think I'm going to have enough food. And
Well, Bill has
crippling.
that sickness too. That Bill
Yeah.
has that sickness too, where he likes to make 2 turkeys. He's got likes to make 1 and then because we're Italian, he's gotta make the Italian food too, so we have to have
Yeah, you have to
meatballs, and
have
we
a
have to have sausage,
macaroni.
and we have to have pasta, and yes, then we have to have the salad, and then we have to have the appetizers, and then we have to have the desserts, and it's like, ugh, and it's like, no, I don't like it. I just
Do
don't
people bring things? So in my family, typically when you host, you do the meal. Everybody else brings the appetizers and desserts, and that's very helpful. I'll always have some appetizers just because because my family, between my mother and Terry, if I tell my mother to be here at 1, she'll call me at 3 and ask me if I need anything. So if my mother's bringing an appetizer, I'm gonna put some out. It's
Yeah.
very helpful when you only have to focus on the meal and everybody else brings the,
I
add
would say that would be helpful. N no, I mean, my sister-in-law will, probably bring, like, a vegetable and a dessert, which is that's good.
yeah, that's helpful.
My other sister-in-law will maybe bring, um, a vegetable or something, but, again, my husband wants 2 turkeys, and he
Yeah,
wants the meatballs and the sausage and the pasta and the
yeah.
sauce and the bread and then the homemade stuffing and then the mashed potatoes and then the string bean casserole. It's like and then the salad and then you know, like it's just a lot.
It's a lot.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. And a lot of pies. He likes pies. He gives a pie, an apple pie, a blueberry pie, a pumpkin pie, a pecan pie. I mean, he's
Oh,
not
I
met a
do
pie
love
he doesn't
pecan
like.
pie.
You like pecan pie?
I do.
I don't like any pies. Could do without a pie.
Tess just said she's gonna make a pumpkin cheesecake for Thanksgiving, so I'm super excited about that.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for now. So until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please give us 5-star reviews and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.